Morning, it's the 130th day more or less of the war in Ukraine. I'm still suffering on it and bored of it and so on. It seems that the Ukrainians are not doing very well at the moment, and that power of Russia is overthrowing them day by day, and the West is delivering weapons, but probably not very strong, not very many. So, and a lot of people are dying, men are dying, and sometimes children and women are also dying. Yeah, I'm, yeah, it is a situation probably similar to the situation in the Middle Ages when the Mongols were overrunning, or when the Muslims were overrunning Europe, and the only difference is that in those days there were no treaties which say one should not do that. The situation is that the Russians also signed treaties. One should respect borders, and one should not overthrow other countries and so on, but they nevertheless do it, and they have some excuse for it. They have the excuse that they say that there are so many Russians in this region, and they are killed by the Ukrainians, which I don't think it's true. There probably some accidents, but it's not, the Ukrainians are not systematically killing people, and they were not doing that. But that's somehow the excuse of the Russians. They say they have to help their compatriots. Yeah, and they say it's ours, and they say also it's ours to some other countries around there. So. And they say, oh, we are very mighty. We have atomic bombs, and we could destroy the whole planet, and therefore they should be willing to accept Russian dominance, and they should accept that Ukraine has no right to exist. It's a part of Russia, a colony of Russia, and it should have Russian government, Russian. It's sometimes like Russian occupation, and they should have mayors, for example, who are on the Russian side, and they should not have any kind of democracy anymore, or only only that kind of democracy which has the result which they want, for example, like Chinese or North Korean democracy. They are allowed to vote, but they're not allowed to vote what they want. Yeah, that's what I'm occupied, and also I'm not sure how much it will bother us here. I'm quite optimistic. I think for the West it's not bad, and the West has a chance to become more powerful, more decided to stay together and fight for his values. But I'm not so sure. Also, the West could get into trouble, which the Russians hope. Somehow they dream about being the most important power in the world, which would be. It's not very likely. There were 140 million, which is not a lot. They have a huge country, which has not very good borders. For example, it seems that there are many Chinese coming into the country, and someday there will be a majority probably, because 140 million is not so much compared with a huge number of Chinese who are much better organized. Yeah. but all those things appear quite dangerous, so it could be the end of the civilization as we know it at the moment if there would be a fight either of Russia and China united against the West, or between Russia and China. Both could be could develop to a heavy nuclear war, and so be somehow the end of the civilization as we know it at the moment. But I don't hope so, and up to now mankind was quite reasonable and did not go too near to this kind of war. That's it for today. I have to stop it here.